Hello my friends, I am G Hondo and welcome back to our Let's Play of OpenTTD Season 2. This is episode 26. In the last episode, we basically were just reaping the fruits of previous labors, noticing the property maintenance has dropped significantly, which is fantastic. Bought in a few more vehicles, let some vehicles renew, which should help some of them as well because they'll break down a lot less. And did some scouting, and we decided that these two cities here that are nice and close together would be ideal candidates for the next expansion. So let's go ahead and do that. Just extend the debts for a bit and then put it back. That's the easiest way to do it. Okay, so the bank here is right there, so we'll plunk the station. I guess they'll be coming in this way. So we'll probably want it on this side. And on this one, I guess we'll just put it right here. And now we just need to decide on how exactly to connect these up. Well, there's a building there, so that's the end of that idea. Okay, so that has connected the two routes. Not sure if I can actually get a road through here to make it a little more efficient or not, but I can't tell because I can't see very well through the buildings and the trees combined, so I guess we won't worry about it. I'll just place our depot out here somewhere. That'll do. And let's build us some vehicles. So these are, again, armored carriages. Close that for a second. So we can see the two names. I can name the route because I already forgot the two city names. Sinindor, Pressbourne, Valuables. There we go. And now we can set the actual route. So that's from the depot to Pressbourne to Sinindor, and we'll full load both sides. Perfect. And then we'll clone a bunch. Come here. Come on, thank you. Again, we'll do about 5 of them. I think that'll do. Put that back. Let all these start to run. There we go. Close all these extra windows here so we can see what's going on. And we are going. So there's our nice shiny new route there. Yeah, so it shouldn't take long for these to load up, even with the activation, because the actual bank itself has pretty good production. As I recall, the one on this side is, oops, come here. Yeah, it's even better, so it won't take too long at all. So it looks like they are choosing to come down here to turn around. I wonder if I extend this road, if they'll use that instead. That would be a little more efficient. Of course, I can't actually afford a road, but anyway. Let's wait till I get to about 3,000 for a second. Ah, come on. There we go. Okay, there we go. And okay. So it made the one trip, has already made about 400 bucks in profit just from that little trip. Alright, how are you turning around here? So you're going up and in like that. That is terrible. Is there not a road that goes that way? There is. So now there's a building there. Okay, so that is a place I can build. I just don't have enough money for it. Took about 7,700, I think it said. 7 something anyway. I guess it's not a huge deal. It just strikes me as incredibly inefficient that they're going that way. There's a building there, because otherwise I could just run a road there and that would be perfect. But anyway. Oh well, we won't worry about it. They're running okay, so they're making decent money. So I guess we won't worry about it. We're getting, excuse me, a lot of vehicles renewed, which is a good thing. If I have a look at those. Yeah, definitely making progress, because before I was about here. So we definitely have knocked a couple off there. Still have a long way to go, though. But anyway. That's okay. Yeah, we're just about done 1872. Yeah, see, this part here seems fine. If I could get them to just come back the same way or cut down this way. Alright, well I have a little bit of cash on hand. Let me try and fix this road. Okay, forget it. Let's just fix it. Okay, so if I've done this right, I may now want to go that way instead. Which I think will be a lot more efficient than coming up here to turn around. If I'm right, I'm going to start seeing vehicles coming down here soon. Yes, okay, so they do recognize that as a much more efficient route. That's good. That's very good. There might be an engineer in me yet. In fact, it's so efficient, one of the ones that had started going the other way came back all the way around to do it. That's efficiency. Or not. But anyway. I guess that's somewhere it had wanted to be. But just there wasn't any point anymore because whatever industry was there is gone. Or it just wanted to maybe run through there to connect some cities or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, it seems strange, but I think those signs fade on their own after a few years, so. Otherwise, that'll be just something weird to look at every once in a while. Excellent. So we'll get some renewals in. Still have a lot to do, but we're getting a couple in here and there. So that's a good thing. look and see. Make sure we haven't had any vehicles that are failing us here. Oh, there's some that aren't doing much, but they are at least profiting, so they're fine. Still a fair number looking to be renewed. Ah, I missed it. There we go. Letting the vehicles renew is priority, but anytime I do notice the money there that I can shift that down, I will do that as well. So it's we're kind of doing two things at once here a little bit, which I realize isn't the most efficient way, but either way, we're getting stuff done, so it's fine. Yeah, it looks like there's no wait time at all, even when this many vehicles come through and they at once. Go over here. Okay, I think we could even safely clone a few more of these. We got a 12,000. Okay. Because these stations have enough to completely fill every vehicle we've got there, and still have some left over, so there's no waiting at all. That tells me we can add more vehicles. In fact, that tells me that we'd like a lot more of them. 5 more of them. Okay. Because they will all be very profitable, so I really don't mind having this many of them extra. Because these stations can definitely support it. They'll even take these extra 5, even though the first 5 just left, and they'll still have some left over. So there's no reason whatsoever not to add more to this route. I'm not entirely sure why they come down here and then that way, and then some of them come this way like they all should. I'm really not sure why they're splitting the route like that. That's kind of weird. But whatever, doesn't matter. They'll figure it out on their own. This is the last of the ones I just bought. As you can see, they're already profitable, so they're already starting to pay for themselves. It'll take a little bit, of course, but because they're not making huge amounts of money, but they are profitable, so that's worthwhile. And welcome to 1874, which appears to once again not have any new vehicles for us, which is highly disappointing, but that's okay. We've gone through this long with simple horses. I'm sure we can go a little further. Okay, I wasn't actually bringing goods to sell insured, so I don't really care. But anyway. Well, they seem to all be going the right way now. I wonder if just maybe the very first run somehow confused them. Not sure why, but maybe it did somehow. Or maybe there was just too many vehicles at once, so they were trying to split the traffic up a little bit. I've never seen them do that before, but that's my guess anyway. That guess is as good as any, I guess. Because they all seem to be going the normal path now. Very, very bizarre. But anyway. Isn't that, I recall, is one of my old and good profitable routes. Wonder why it's not doing so well. Oh, this could be part of the problem. Look at this lineup. Yeah, we definitely gotta get some of these vehicles renewing. All these breakdowns are just not helpful. So, in this lead vehicle here, the one that's causing all trouble, yeah, it definitely needs to be renewed. It's causing a big problem for all the vehicles behind it. And at this point, there's quite a few of them. Yeah, I guess I should have put the auto renew on a bit sooner, but for a long time I was more interested in just dealing with the debt situation, but I don't know. There's definite value to both sides of doing it, so I can't tell for sure if one is specifically good and one is specifically better or worse. But I know it's inefficient to work on two things at once, so I'm kind of torn as to which way to do it, but I think for now I'll just leave it doing both. Okay, so this one is now going for maintenance. So I want to try and make sure that when it gets there, that I do have the capacity to get it done. To a point where when I see it pulling in, if we're at a negative balance, I'll pull a loan just to make sure it happens. Because this vehicle has caused such a huge backlog for us. And it's only going to get worse as it... Yeah, because the reliability's gone to 0. In fact, what I think I'll do is I'm going to tell it that it goes there and then it waits, and then I can manually renew it if it doesn't on its own. Because I do want to make absolutely sure it does get renewed, because this one is just wrecking that whole fleet. Talk about your weak links, right? Plus, this will help me find where this depot is, because I clearly have lost it. I thought it was in here somewhere, but I have no idea. It may have been absorbed by the city or something. I have no idea. Anyway. You roll 2 steps and then decide to brake again. Not very good. And of course now you've got vehicles behind you that are, because they're not getting their maintenance either, because we're in line so long, they're starting to break down a lot too, so. Oh, it's crazy. Okay, well, at this point, I think we're going to call that an episode, and next episode we'll continue the epic journeys of this failing vehicle to get renewed. So, at this point, folks, stay calm, and I hope you'll come and chill with me again in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye now.